Morning, Steve in Chicago with a morning grain comments. Well, had a very interesting last 24 hours of trading. Yesterday, markets were sharply higher, led by the beans, on talk that South American crop production could be down from the USDA's estimates for both corn and soybeans. Overnight, we took a lot of that back for two reasons. Number one, the GFS model shows some rain across the dry parts of southern Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina late next week. The market's also trading a little bit of snow cover that's fallen across the U.S. southern plains. Wheat's also on the defensive in front of export sales and the fact that we're not competitive in the world to world buyers. French prices are cheaper. Corn was probably following the lower trade, both in beans and wheat, but right now it's back to unchanged. So I think, first of all, as far as Argentina weather is concerned, between now and late next week, there could be some temperatures daily near 115 degrees. And so anything that happens to the crop before late next week could be a disaster as far as yields are concerned. Even though the soils are some of the best in the world, there's not a lot of subsoil moisture reserves for the crops to tap while the temperatures are that high. We still think this is a stagnant weather pattern with dryness in Paraguay, Rio Grande do Sul, and Argentina to continue despite the GFS forecast. We also see that northern Brazil saw 8 inches of rain overnight. Now that could start slowing down a little bit, which is what they need to start their harvest there. Also, yesterday, the Fed comments was a hawkish surprise. The Fed chairman is talking about starting to raise rates as soon as March and start tapering bond purchases sooner than later. And so that had a very big impact on the stock market. It's having an impact on gold, silver, and copper today, and it's impacting all the commodities. So I think the grain room might be down because of these forecasts of rains, and also because of what's going on in the outside markets with the Fed being hawkish. So right now, we'll see what the money flow is. I think the weather in South America is worse than what we're trading. And then we'll see what the USDA says on January the 12th. Again, usually the USDA would rather punt and not change numbers and wait for 30 days before making big changes, and then especially watching it rain in South America. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.